Hi, twins. Of course, this is Lee, and this is just a short message to put you on alert about something, okay? Over the past couple of weeks, I've been like dragging, feeling really tired, not being able to, get all my rest, waking up in the middle of the night and things like that. And I recently found out Spirit has told me that, my twin is latching onto my energy and trying to siphon energy, okay, at night when I go to sleep. So if this is happening to you, some of the things you may be experiencing is, like I said, you don't get a full night's rest, or you go to sleep and you toss and turn all night, and when you wake up in the morning, you feel like you haven't had any rest at all. You may be having weird funky dreams. It could be a situation where I'm trying to think, where you just tired. You feel like just energetically drained all the time, and that's not your normal mode of of the way that you act. Then know that it's possible that that's what your twin is doing. So in order for you to combat this, Spirit is saying, when you wake up in the morning, make sure you cut cords, okay? And these cords that I'm telling you about, these are cords that anybody can attach to you. These are not the cords I'm talking about when I tell you, when we read and we talk about detaching and cord cutting, trying to cut the soul contract, cut those soul ties. This is not the same thing. This is something, like I said, that anyone can do to you, can attach cords to you. And this is something that people tell you, like it's like spiritual spring cleaning, to cut the cords and release that. Like people that you no longer deal with anymore, anybody that you've decided that you no longer want to have in your life, you need to cut cords with all of those people. But specifically with your twin, you need to do this because you are trying to move on. A lot of you are ready to entertain new people. You may be entertaining new people, and I feel like your twin feels this, and they're starting to go into panic mode, and they're trying to latch on and keep you stuck in any kind of way they can. Because remember, I tell you this every week, right? And the reason why we talk about the twin over and over again, even though you want to move on and you no longer want to hear about them, is that just because you're done with them doesn't mean that they're done with you. Okay. So this is about, making sure you're okay. So please make sure that you're cutting the cords every day when you wake up in the morning. All right. So, like I said, we're going to go over the signs again. If you're having weird dreams, if you're waking up in the middle of the night and you can't go back to sleep, if you're just dragging and you're tired and you're drained, that's what's probably happening. And, you need to make sure you're doing that. So I cleanse my energy with sage and with Palo Santo. And then at night before I go to sleep, I just, I wrap myself in white light. I ground myself, and I, let my spiritual team know, I don't want anybody having access to me while I'm sleeping. Okay. So these are some things you can do to combat that, to stop this person from doing that. Because like I told you, just because you're done with them, it doesn't mean they're done with you. Okay. Hope this helped. Bye.